So good evening everyone. My name is Gaurav Kumar Jain and I welcome you all on this amazing and beautiful channel named Geeks for Geek School. So before diving into the platform, let me just tell you about this course which we have come up with recently. So it's a course based on mobile application development. If you want to learn how can we develop mobile applications on App Lab, so this course is made for you. Now from where can you get the information of this course? So for that, this is the web page we have designed on which you can find all the relevant information. So here on this page you'll find everything, whatever you want to know, whatever your queries are, right? So in this course we'll tell you about mobile applications. We'll guide you how you can design user interface. Now we also will guide you about how you can make your applications more interactive using code, and then we'll guide you about how you can create multi-screen applications, right? So that's what you are going to learn in this course. Now if you want to check out the syllabus of this course, what all topics and what all things will be covered in this course, so you can come down over here. So right in the bottom you'll see a tab. When you'll click on this, automatically a new tab is going to open up, to which we have linked a PDF file. Now in this PDF you'll see all the topics that will be covered in the online coding classes which you will be provided in this course, right? So these are the 18 topics which we will cover in the online coding classes, right? And besides that, there will be many things that you will be taking away from this course. Now if you want to get yourself registered for this course, so you can just log in into this website of ours, get yourself registered, and let me just tell you one thing, the seats are limited. So because the pricing are very affordable, right? So there are many students who are right now doing this course, they are pursuing this course, and they are learning new things on daily basis. If you want to be the part of those online classes which we are currently providing in this beautiful course, so you guys can just register yourself for this course, right? And in case you have interest in artificial intelligence, so you want to do something in machine learning, or you are interested in data science or website development, then let me tell you, Geeks for Geeks is into everything. We are everywhere, and we have the perfect mentors with us who are ready to share their amazing experience, their extraordinary knowledge with you guys. So if you want to check the courses which Geeks for Geeks is offering right now to their students, you can check out the main website of Geeks for Geeks. There you'll find all the relevant information. After going through the information, if you have any queries, you can get in touch with our executive team, right, to get your queries resolved. So we are there to help you guys out 24/7. Fine. Now let's come on this Tinkercad platform. So today in this tutorial we are going to learn about RGB LEDs, right? RGB stands for red, green and blue. How to connect it with the breadboard, and then how to connect the breadboard with the Arduino Uno R3 board. That's what we are going to talk about today. And also we'll learn how can we code the electrical circuit that we will design today in the simulator, the virtual environment with this that this Tinkercad provides us with. So in order to access that virtual environment on which we can create new circuits, electronic circuits, and we can do the coding also of those circuits, you can click on the circuits option, and here you are going to come across a button with the create new circuit written on it. You can click on this button to get yourself redirected to the virtual environment where you can create circuits, and in case in between you come across any issue or any queries, you can put your queries in the comment box so that I can check the queries and give you the answer. Right, I can help you in resolving those queries you have. Fine, so that's how the environment looks like. Now the first thing that I require is an Arduino Uno R3 board. So as you guys know, if you are not able to find it with the help of this search option, so you can first change this option from basic to all, so that all the components with which you can design an electrical circuit can be visible to you over here in this navigation pane. Right, after that you can simply type over here Arduino Uno. Fine, and let's hit the enter button. So right on the top you'll see this Arduino Uno R3 board which we require for creating the electronic circuit. Right, if you do not know about this board, so you will have to see the very first tutorial which I shooted couple of days back, in which I shared with you everything related to this platform. So if you don't know the basics of this platform, if you are new on this platform, so you guys can check out the first tutorial. Once you are done with once you're done with checking out this tutorial which is right now going on, after that you can move to that very first tutorial. Just listen to what I have explained in that tutorial in order to understand, in order to get a good understanding of each and every tool which is present on this Tinkercad platform. Right, so the first thing I am doing is I'm bringing this Arduino Uno R3 board over here. So that's the first thing we require for creating the electronic circuit. Then we require a breadboard. So sorry, how can we find a breadboard? We can simply type breadboard over here. Right, and as soon as you'll click on this breadboard, automatically all the options, all the relevant options you will be able to see over here in this navigation pane. Right, I will have to rotate it again, just give me a short moment. I need to put it like this. Yep, that's fine. Now we can use this breadboard small for the circuit. Fine. Okay, as I've told you in the previous lectures also, when you are designing the circuit, you have to keep in mind that the circuit is complete. Otherwise, even if you have defined everything perfectly fine in the coding part, you will not get the correct output if your circuit is incomplete. Fine. Now let's make the connections. So for the first thing we have to do is we need to connect this. We have to connect this Arduino Uno R3 board with this breadboard over here. Right, and we'll connect it in such a way that we can make the, I would like to now use both these parts. This Arduino Uno, this breadboard has two parts. One is this which you are able to see right on the top, and the second one is this present right in the bottom over here. Right, so we have to now use, if you want to use both the parts for your circuit, so the first thing you have to do is you have to first connect the 5 volt, this 5 volt point of this board. Right, you can connect it with this positive terminal of the breadboard. If you don't know why I have connected it with the positive terminal, you will have to check the previous lectures I've shooted of for this Tinkercad platform. Right, okay, so I would like to change the color of the wire from green to red. So that's how we can do it. Now Once you're done with that, we'll have to connect the ground point. There are two ground points which you can see over here on this Arduino Uno R3 board. So we have to connect one of these ground points with this negative terminal. Let's do one thing. Let's eliminate this wire from here and let's make the connection like this so that the other wire can be visible to us properly. That's the reason I'm doing that. Okay, and now let's change the color of the wire. So I am picking the black color and let's connect this ground point to the negative terminal of this breadboard. Right, so we are done with connecting this part with this breadboard's bottom part. Now if you want to, because today we are going to use this part of the breadboard also, so we'll have to first connect this negative terminal with the negative terminal present over here right on the top, and the positive terminal, this positive terminal with this positive terminal present on the top, so that we can make the current to flow in the entire breadboard. Right, so how can we do that? For connecting the positive terminals, let's use the red wire. Okay, we generally use red wires for connecting the positive terminals. Remember this thing. So that's how you can connect the positive terminals. And now for connecting the negative ones, we can select the black wire and simply we have to click on this negative terminal, bend the wire, and that's how you can make the connections. Right, so we are done with connecting this breadboard with this Arduino Uno R3 board. If you have any confusion related to this part, related to the connections which I have defined in between Arduino Uno R3 board and this breadboard, let me know now in the comment box. Let me check the comment section. If I have any queries to answer, definitely I'm going to answer those queries first. Hello Rudra, I hope you're doing fine. Thank you very much dear for joining me in this tutorial at this time. And do not forget to like and share this video, because the more you'll share the videos of this channel, the more popularity it will gain, and the more popular it will become, the more students will come and join this channel and make this venture of ours a successful one. Okay, so we are done with connecting this breadboard with this Arduino Uno R3 board. Now the next thing we have to do is we have to bring a RGB LED, and we have to first connect it with this breadboard. So let's check out how can we get the RGB LED. We can type RGB LED over here like this. I think with LED we can find it easily. If I type LED, yeah, so LED RGB, that's the one I was looking for, and I would like to put it over here. Just a second. Yeah, so we can put it somewhere right on the top over here. I think this is fine. Yeah, okay. Now there are 3 points, as you can see. The first one is the red, and then this one is for blue, then this one is for green. So red, blue and green, fine. And we have one cathode point also of this RGB. This RGB also has a cathode point. So as you guys know, cathode is negative in nature. So to which terminal we have to connect this cathode point? We need to connect it with the negative terminal. So let's select the black wire from here and connect the cathode point with this negative terminal over here. So we can connect it with any of these points, right? Because they are connected to each other. So if you'll connect this cathode point with this point, or with this point, or with this point, so it is one and the same thing, right? So we have successfully connected the cathode point to the negative terminal of the breadboard, which is connected to this negative terminal, and this negative terminal of this breadboard is connected to our this ground point of RGB, this Arduino Uno R3 board. Now we need to connect the other 3 points. For that, we guys will use the resistances. As you guys know, resistance is an obstruction in the path of current flow. So it is going to keep a check on the flow of current. So for that we need 3 resistances, one for this red point, second for this blue point, and the third one for this green point. So we can simply write resistance over here, and from here we can pick this resistor, and I would like to place it in between these 2 parts of this breadboard so that I can connect this part with this part. So that's how you can connect these 2 parts of the breadboard, the topmost part and the lowermost part, right? Similarly, we can duplicate this resistance. How can we create a copy of this? By using Ctrl C Ctrl V keys together, right? So that's how you can create the copies of any electrical component. So that's the point which is connected to this red point of RGB. This one is connected to the blue point, and this one is connected with this green point, right? Now we have to complete the circuit. And how we can complete the circuit? We can connect one of these points with any of these free points present on this Arduino Uno R3 board. So that's how we can create a complete circuit. Let's do that quickly. So I would first like to use this red color wire for connecting this point, right? For connecting this resistance which is connected to the red point of this RGB with one of the points present on, one of the free points rather, I should say like this, present on this Arduino Uno R3 board. Then for this blue point, let's use the blue wire. Oh sorry, I need to change it to red. Let me deselect it. Now we can change it to blue, and for this I am choosing the blue wire. Fine. And then we can deselect it. How you will deselect a wire? You can simply click somewhere over here in this free space, alright, and then you can select one of the colors present in this drop down and simply connect this point to one of the free points of this Arduino Uno R3 board like this. Okay, I hope you all have understood the connections. In case you have any issues, in case you have any queries, let me know now. Let me check the comment section so that if in case you have any queries, I can sort it out. I'm done with creating a complete circuit. You can see the connections as well as all the components I have used. So if you want to check the components, you can click on this components list, and that's what you are going to come across. So I have used one Arduino Uno R3 board. There is one RGB LED that I've used, and there is one there are 3 1 kilo ohm resistors I have used. Okay, so that's where you can find the names and the units of all the components I have used. Now let's come on the coding section. So we are going to define the coding now. For this circuit we have designed over here. For accessing the coding window, you can simply click on this code button present right before this start simulation. If you want to increase the size of this coding window, you can do it like this. So you can slide it for increasing the size like this. Now I would like to see both the block based as well as text based coding. So we can change the option from here to blocks plus text, and that's what you will get to see. Right, I don't want this code, so I am eliminating everything which is by default present over here. Now the first thing that I need is this pin, the set RGB LED pin block, which can help me in setting the color for the pins I have used. Right, so where can we find it? Let's check it out. So that's the one I was looking for, set RGB LED in pins. Okay, now what all pins we have used, we have to check that first. So let me see what all pins I've used over here. So I've used pin number 13, pin number 12 and pin number 11. Right, so we'll have to set the values for these three pins, 13, 12 and 11. Let's do that. So we need to come back on this coding window. Let's select 13 from here. We are not able to see 13. Okay, so it means that we can use only these pins which are visible to us over here, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. Let's do one thing. Let's eliminate these wires from here. Right, and now let's again make the connections in between this RGB LED and this Arduino Uno R3 board. Let me again check the pin number. So it is 9, 10 and 11 that I'm going to use now. I'm connecting this red point with this 9, or else we can do like this. We can first make use of the green wire for connecting this green point with point number 9, pin number 9 of Arduino Uno R3 board. Similarly, we can use this blue color for connecting this point with pin number 10 of this board, and then we guys can make use of this red color, and sorry, I need to change it to blue. Then I need to select this red, and let's connect this wire to this pin number 11. Right, so that's the connections I have made. Okay, so I've used pin number 9, pin number 10, pin number 11. Let's now come on this coding section and start defining the coding for the circuit we have created. So the first pin I am going to select is this pin number 9. Let's select pin number 10 in the second drop down and pin number 11 in this third one. So initially I would like to see the red color getting reflected, and after that after some 3 or 4 or 1 second, we can make the color of this RGB change from red to something else, or if you want you can select some other color. We can click on this and we can select whatever color we want to from this color panel. So if I'll go with this color, I think that is also going to be a good option. Now we can make use of this weight block. So I'm putting it over here. After 1 second, what should happen? So let's create a duplicate of this. I'm putting it over here, and after 1 second the color should change to, let's say, green. Fine. And as you can see here, the text based coding is automatically getting generated, right? So this text based coding, we can import it into the Arduino platform, and from there we can feed it to a physical circuit we have, right? But I don't have any physical circuit right now with me, so I'll be testing this code which I am defining over here on the virtual circuit I've created. Now let's check out, if I'll start the simulation, what's the output we will get. Okay, so we are able to see the we are able to see this RGB LED glowing, and the color of this LED is changing. See, it's changing. It is picking up the yellow color, and after 1 second it is picking up the blue color. Then after 1 second it is changing to yellow. Then after 1 second it is changing to blue. So that's the thing which is getting now repeated. Why is it so? It's because this whole code which is actually making the LED to glow, it's inside a loop, right? That's why we are able to see it. We are able to see this color continuously changing. Now if you want to add some more colors, you can definitely do it. Simply create a duplicate of this code, place it over here, change the color to something else. You can repeat the same steps like this. Let's now check out the output. So I need to start the simulation, and let's see what are we going to get as an output. Okay, so after 1 second blue, then it is pink, and after that it is completely transparent, because I've defined black color at the end, right? So that's what you will get as an output. Now let's move to the next part, but before moving to that part, I would again like to check the comment section. If I have any queries to answer, I would like to answer the queries first, because that's the most important thing for a teacher. Okay, I'm not able to see any queries getting reflected in the query window. I hope you guys are able to understand everything whatever have been discussed till now with you, right? Let's now see how, with the help of, how can we use a repeat block with the circuit that we have created. So we can simply come on this coding window again, and here we can make use of this repeat block. We can put it right below this wait block, and then we can simply create a duplicate of this and place it over here inside this repeat block. Not this repeat, I want to use this one, which can help us in repeating the execution for a specific number of times. So I'm selecting this color from here, right? And I don't want this repeat block. So inside this repeat, I have used now it is perfectly fine. And let's now check out the output. What are we going to get? Okay, so that's what we are getting as an output right now. Fine. So this, with the help of this repeat block, you can repeat the execution of some statements for some specific number of times. If you don't want the LED to glow, just a second. So what is happening over here? This repeat block has given us this for loop. This is the one which is actually creating this repeat block, and it is going to run for 10 times. Fine, so it is like a loop only, but the difference between this one and this for loop is that it is going to run for some specific number of times, and it is going to run forever, right? So that's the basic difference between these two things. So I'm done with explaining you everything related to how you can connect this Arduino with this breadboard, and then how you can connect this RGB LED to this breadboard, and finally how you can connect this RGB LED with the help of this resistors and this breadboard to this Arduino Uno R3 board. Right, let me show you all the things once again. So that's how I connected first this Arduino Uno R3 board with this breadboard. Then I connected this bottom part of this breadboard with the topmost part of this breadboard. Then after I connected this RGB LED to these 4 points of the breadboard. Cathode, I connected it with the negative terminal because cathode is negative in nature. Then I brought these 3 resistors over here and connected terminal 2 of all these resistors to these free points of this RGB LED. Finally, I connected this RGB LED with these points of Arduino Uno R3 board. Right, and let me now show you the code which I have used for making this RGB LED work. So that's the coding part. So you can easily do it with the help of these 2 lines of code. Right, if you want to see the colors changing, then you will have to define these codes also. So based on your requirement, you can define the coding part. Now if you want some more colors, if you want to add some more colors, you can again create the duplicate copies of this code, and that's how you can add some more colors. Sorry. So you can put it, you can go on adding the duplicates in the bottom like this. So that's how you can make it more interactive and more interesting, right? So when you will, before diving into the advanced things, I want you guys I want to make everything related to the basic things clear to you guys. More the basics, if the basics will be clear to you, then you will be able to understand the core concepts, the advanced concepts of this Tinkercad platform very easily. However, if the basic things will not be clear to you, you will face lot of difficulties in understanding the advanced things, right? So make sure that you practice each and everything whatever I am teaching you right now, because practice will make you perfect. Remember this thing, the more you will practice, the more you will gain. Let me now start the simulation process. Okay, so as you can see, the LED is glowing and the colors are changing. Right, so that's how you can code this RGB LED, and that's how you can connect it with this Arduino Uno R3 board with the help of these resistors and this breadboard. Right, so this is it from my side in this lecture. Now before ending this meeting, I would like to again tell you about this amazing App Lab course which we have come up with. So that's the course in which you'll get to learn about the mobile application development. Everything related to the mobile application development will be taught to you, and this is a web page where you can get the complete information. If you want to access this web page, then the URL of this web page you can find in the description section. Click on that and automatically it will redirect you to this amazing web page where you can see everything related to this course. So here you will be taught about the user interface, how you can design it, how you can make it more interactive by adding coding to it, then how you can create multi-screen applications, and there will be lot many things to learn. You are going to take away many things from this course. So if you are interested, if you really want to learn mobile application development, then this course is made for you. The best part of this course is it is extremely affordable. That is the reason on daily basis we are getting lots and lots of students entering into this course. They are availing this course and they are taking the benefits of the online coding classes we are providing to them under this course. So if you also want to be the part of those amazing and interesting and extraordinary online coding classes, then do avail this course. It's very affordable. If you have any issues, you can get in touch with one of our executives. And that's it from my side in this lecture. Hope you guys enjoyed this one a lot. Hope to see you in the next lecture very soon. God bless you all and have a great day. Bye bye everyone.